Exercise at your own risk. Always check with your doctor before starting a new exercise routine. Guidelines for pregnancy workouts. Do a warm up. Don't overdo it. No deep back bends. Equipment needed: hand towel, scarf or TheraBand, and yoga ball. Mat optional. We're going to do a 2-minute warm up with 25 exercise stretches for 30 seconds each. Get ready to start. We're going to start with a warm up here, and we're going to just march or walk in place. When you're exercising, don't overdo it. You don't need to be moving too fast, and always just doing it at your own pace. When you get tired, just rest and walk in place. Walk slower, but keep on moving so you're warming up those muscles. Next, we're going to do arm swings in front. Alternate which arm is on top. I like to step back and forth just to keep myself warming up. Don't stretch your arms back too far. This is just an easy warm up here. If you get tired, if your arms get tired, just rest. You don't need to keep doing it. We're just warming up our arms. This is a modified jumping jack. So we're just doing this to warm up, do some variety, but you can walk in place if you want to. Always rest if you need to. Don't overdo it. So when you're feeling tired, just rest, but keep on moving. This one is a toe tap, but I can't touch my toes, so I tap my knee. You just bring your leg out in front of you and tap your knee. And whenever you need to rest, just walk in place, move side to side. So the first one we're going to do is a butterfly stretch. So put out your feet in front of you. Bring them close to your hip, not too close, just within a nice stretch distance. You're going to rest your arms on your knees, and you're just going to hold that. Don't do it too deep, and don't hold it too long. If you can't hold it, just pop out. This next stretch is a neck one. So you're just going to bring your head side to side, slowly moving from side to side. We're going to do a chin to chest stretch for the neck, and then bring it out slowly. And just do each side. And now we're going to do the shoulder. Hold over. When you hold your arm, hold it above or below a joint. Don't hold it on the joint. Don't hold it on the elbow. Just breathe and stretch your shoulder. If you need to pop out, don't hold it for the whole 30 seconds. You're going to go ahead and switch. Once again, making sure you're holding your arm above the joint or below the joint. If you can't hold it for the whole 30 seconds, just pop out and rest. You never want to overdo your stretches. This is light stretching. We're going to be going into cat and cow. You're going to get into tabletop position, and you're going to bring your chin to your chest, and you're going to round your back. Then you're going to move where you bring your head up and you arch your back. And you just switch between these two movements inside the 30 seconds. Just moving slowly, breathing. The next exercise is fire hydrant with rotation. So you're going to bring your leg up like a dog that is peeing on a fire hydrant. But then you're going to rotate forward just a few times and then change directions and rotate the other way. One way will be harder than the other way, but as you do it, you'll get better and more efficient at rotating your hip. You're going to do the other side, same thing. Lift your leg up sideways and rotate it. Just do a few rotations. Always rest if you need to, and then change direction. Never push yourself too far. Doing a few is great. Starting out 2 or 3 rotations each way is a really good job. We're going to go into a downward dog to stretch our calves. You're going to try to push your heels to the ground. My calves are very tight and I can't hold it for that long, so I pop out, but I always try to keep going just a few seconds at a time. Don't bounce, just hold it. But of course, you don't have to keep going back into the stretch. You can just stop. This next stretch, you're going to get onto your knees and you're going to look up and hold your hands out and just a little bit back. You should feel this in your chest and your neck. Don't put your neck back too far. Always pop out if you need to. If you only can hold it for 5, 4, 2 seconds, that's great. This next exercise is called, I can't remember, but it's a hip stretch. So putting your elbows down on the floor is a great beginner one. You're going to be stretching, keeping your leg flat on the ground with your other leg bent in front of you. We're going to go into a hamstring stretch. Hamstrings are very tight. The goal is to keep your hands on the floor, but if you can't, you can go up higher. I sometimes hold the couch or something to balance myself when my calves can't take it. We're going to switch to the opposite leg for a hip stretch. You're going to have your leg laying down flat with your foot flat and your leg bent. And for beginners, maybe you're going to start on your elbows. If you can go higher, you can. I've been doing this stretch for several years, so I'm pretty good at doing it. Oh, it's called the pigeon pose, I believe, for yoga. The next stretch we're going to do is the hamstring again. You're going to just sit back on that knee, but of my left hamstring is way tighter than my right, so I often can't hold it for very long or for very deep, touching the ground. The next exercise is a modified child's pose. You're going to sit on your knees, sit on your feet, and you're going to grab your ball and put it in front of you and then push it forward. Should be feeling this in your back, and of course, if anything hurts, you stop doing this exercise or any exercise. The next one you're going to do is with the ball again. This is an abdomen stretch. You're going to be on your knees and you're going to stretch back. Don't bend back too far. I put my hand on the ball because I cannot put my hand on the floor. That is too deep of a stretch for me. I'm not able to do that. So I use the ball. You just hold it for 30 seconds. This next one, you're going to lay on your side, and it's called the clam. You're just going to keep your feet together, and you're going to bring the top leg up and down. You're going to have your legs bent, your ankles and feet together. We're going to pull our foot and start stretching our quad. You're just going to pull your foot to your bottom, and you're going to straighten out that leg so that it's the top leg, so that you're stretching your quad. You don't have to hold it the whole 30 seconds, but if you can, that's great. If you can't, that's okay. I usually just roll over, but I'm switching sides for you guys. So it's clam again, just on the other leg, top leg. You're going to just lay at a 45-degree angle for your knees and keep your feet together. And just lift that leg up and down, controlled. Don't bounce, don't go fast. Just slowly move it up and down. You're going to stretch your quad by grabbing your foot and pulling it towards your bottom. And you're going to make that leg a little straighter, pulling it back. If you can't hold it, just don't hold it. But my quads are not very tight, so I can hold this stretch for a little while. Next, we're going to go into a bridge and hold, and you're going to lay on your back, your legs bent, and you're going to have them hip width apart, and you're going to use your abs to pull yourself up into a bridge. Go as high as you can and just hold it, but you don't have to hold it for the whole 30 seconds. Pop out whenever you need, or even stop if you need to. This next one is for the pisiformis muscle. I'm pretty sure I pronounced it wrong. But you're just going to put one foot on your knee, and you're going to take your hand and press your knee, the knee of the opposite leg. The modified and extra deep stretch of this is to take a hand towel, wrap it around the one leg, and pull that towards you. I use a hand towel because I can't reach my arms. So we're switching legs, and as you can see, I'm pressing on the knee of the bent leg on top of the knee. I guess that's my left leg. And then I'm doing a deeper stretch because the pressing of the knee is not deep enough for me. But always rest if you need to. We're going to do a bridge with reps. So you're going to go back into your bridge position, and you're just going to, just take 3 seconds to go up and then down. Make sure you're breathing whenever you're exercising. Rest if you need to. Hip with your legs hip width apart. Next, you're going to get your scarf or TheraBand, and you're going to place it on in the arch of your foot, and then you're going to slowly bring your leg out to the side. I keep my other leg bent out of comfort, but it can be laid straight for you. This is a deep stretch. I don't recommend going as far or as long as I do. I've been doing this stretch for many years. You're just going to switch feet by putting the other leg into the TheraBand and bringing it out to the side. Straightening your knee gets it a deeper stretch. You don't have to hold it as low. The TheraBand is only, or scarf is only there to help you hold your leg in this stretch, but you don't have to go as far as down as I am.